How much money can a passenger in a car accident get? If you've ever been involved in a car accident as a passenger, you might wonder how much compensation you are entitled to receive. Passengers, unlike drivers, are usually not at fault for the accident, making the claims process more straightforward. However, several factors affect how much compensation you may receive, and it's crucial to understand your rights. Legal rights of passengers in car accidents. As a passenger injured in a car accident in New York, you have the right to seek compensation for your injuries under the state's no-fault insurance system. This means that regardless of who caused the accident, your medical expenses and other related costs are covered by insurance. New York requires every driver to carry personal injury protection (PIP) insurance, which offers up to $50,000 in coverage for medical expenses, lost wages, and other costs related to your injuries. You also have the right to seek compensation from the at-fault driver's insurance. If your medical bills and losses exceed the $50,000 covered by PIP insurance, you can file a claim against the liable party's insurance for additional compensation. Furthermore, New York's comparative fault rule allows you to seek damages even if you are found partially responsible for the accident. Your compensation will only be reduced by the percentage of fault attributed to you. Factors affecting compensation. Several factors come into play when determining how much money a passenger can receive in a car accident claim. Severity of injuries. More severe injuries typically result in higher compensation. For instance, immediate medical expenses like surgeries, hospital stays, and rehabilitation are taken into account. Injuries such as broken bones, spinal injuries, and traumatic brain injuries may result in substantial payouts due to the long-term impact on your health. Long-term impact. Compensation is influenced by how your injuries affect your ability to work and maintain your quality of life. If your injuries result in chronic pain, permanent disability, or long-term medical needs, the settlement will be higher to cover these ongoing expenses. Insurance policy limits. The amount you can claim is also limited by the at-fault driver's insurance coverage. New York requires minimum liability insurance of $25,000 per person for bodily injury. However, if the damages exceed this amount, you may need to seek compensation through underinsured motorist coverage, which can help fill the gap between your expenses and the at-fault party's coverage. Process of seeking compensation. To ensure you receive the compensation you deserve, it is essential to understand the steps involved. No-fault insurance claim. Your first step is to file a claim with the driver's PIP insurance, which covers immediate medical costs and lost wages. You do not need to prove fault to receive benefits through this system. Liability claim. If the other driver is at fault, you can also file a liability claim against their insurance. This step allows you to seek compensation for medical expenses that exceed the PIP coverage as well as for non-economic damages such as pain and suffering. Uninsured motorist coverage. If the driver responsible for the accident is uninsured, or if a hit and run occurred, you may file a claim with your own insurance under the uninsured motorist coverage. This ensures that you can still receive compensation even if the at-fault driver cannot be located or does not have sufficient insurance. Common injuries for passengers in car accidents. Passengers often sustain various injuries in car accidents, which influence the compensation they can receive. Whiplash. This is one of the most common injuries, caused by the sudden jolting motion during a collision. It can result in severe neck pain and stiffness. Broken bones. Collisions often cause fractures, particularly in the arms, legs, ribs, and facial bones. Head injuries. Passengers may suffer concussions or more severe brain injuries from striking the dashboard, windows, or seats. Spinal injuries. Spinal cord damage can lead to chronic pain, paralysis, or other long-term conditions. Internal injuries. The impact from a crash can cause damage to internal organs, requiring immediate medical attention. Understanding the types of injuries common in passenger accidents helps in determining the extent of your compensation, as these injuries often have both immediate and long-term consequences. Maximizing your compensation. If your injuries meet the legal threshold for suing beyond the basic PIP benefits, such as fractures or significant disfigurement, you may be eligible to file a lawsuit. This lawsuit allows you to claim compensation for pain and suffering, emotional distress, and other non-economic damages, potentially resulting in a larger settlement. Experienced legal representation is crucial in these cases. A skilled attorney will guide you through the complexities of New York's car accident laws, negotiate with insurance companies on your behalf, and help you secure the maximum compensation possible. Your lawyer will ensure that all liable parties are held responsible, whether it's the driver of the vehicle you were in, another driver, or even a third party such as a vehicle manufacturer. The law firm of L Sanchez Law Office is ready to advocate for your rights as a passenger injured in a car accident. With extensive experience in handling these claims, our attorneys are equipped to manage the complexities of your case and fight for the compensation you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident, contact L Sanchez Law Office today at 646-701-7990 or visit us at 3706 82nd Street number 304, Jackson Heights, New York, 11372 for a free consultation.